Okay, we are live. After setting some things up, how do we sound? Alright, we sound good. Whoa, what's going on? Alright, the stream playback was like glitchy for me for a split second. Alright, now we're officially good, I think. Yeah, we're good now. So what's going on, everyone? We're back with some more. That person just walked straight through me. But we're back with some more, excuse me, Scarlet and Violet battles with viewers. So yeah. What's going on, Crispy? What's going on, X-Boy? Mr. Muir? Suburban Man, what's up, everyone? Alright. Oh, they were also doing a Porygon 2 raid. I didn't even notice. I thought it was just the shiny stuff. Alright. Poke Portal. That's where we go. Alright. How have I been today? I basically just woke up, so yeah, my day's starting. Like I didn't even eat like anything. Actually, I woke up like a while back, but like I didn't eat breakfast. I was busy like editing a video. Because I was trying to get the video out by like 6, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so X-Boys first. Hey, what's going on? Overrated. Welcome to the stream. By the way, why do I have random mons on my team training them? Oh, these are Pokemon that well, this is a raid. This Miraidon is a raid Pokemon. And these Breloom, Gallade, and Persian are for catching shiny Pokemon and stuff like that. Because they all know False Swipe and like different status moves and stuff like that. What do you mean what do you mean stinky? I literally just took a shower. And this Ninetales was here because I was teaching one of my Pokemon something, and it only learned moves through what's it called? It can only learn the certain move through an egg move, so yeah. Alright. Whoops, did not mean to do that. But yeah, what's going on, Overrated? Pretty sure I think I just greeted you, but we all know I have the memory of a goldfish. Actually, no, goldfish actually, contrary to belief, they actually have pretty decent memory. It's like a fruit fly. Or a squirrel. Squirrels have pretty crap memory too. Alright, first battle of the stream. We're fighting against X-Boy. Normal rules, like usual. Unless the person specifically asks for no restrictions. And main team. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Wait. Yep. Quit battling. GLFA, GLHF. That means good luck, have fun. Hold up. I realized that I am lacking an item. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. That's not the one I'm trying to use. Where's the new Typhlosion? Well, not really the new Typhlosion, but where's the OG at? Change held item. Give me a quick second, X-Boy. I need to change an item. I just remembered I forgot to change one of the items. Here we go. Do I really only have one life orb? Okay. Alright. Now we can actually get this show on the road. That was disgusting. That would have just screwed over my Typhlosion set. OG Typhlosion from my first game. Yep. Okay, Notes needs to stop opening up. For some reason, Notes just keeps opening, and it's like disrupting OBS. There we go. Let me also close... Let me close a bunch of these apps, actually. Alright. I also brought Pommet back because Pommet just works better on my team. As much as I don't really care for Pommet, it works better on my team. Alright, so... Skeledirge... Yeah, Skeledirge, Quackleval, Meowscarada, Scizor, Ambipom, and Miraidon. Here we go. But yep, my OG Typhlosion. From Soul Silver. Yeah, Soul Silver. Which is weird because like it says like I met it on January 1st of 2020 or 2014, but I had the game since what, 2010? So it's weird. You're so glad that Thunder Punch is back. Well, I needed something that could actually... Thunder Punch just, like, has more coverage for Pokemon and stuff, so... I kind of needed him back. As much as I don't like like I said, as much as I don't really care for Pommet, it just works... It works well for my team. How is that thing faster? I put a lot of time into its speed, and its nature is jolly, right? I think he's a jolly boy. Yeah, he's a jolly boy. Alright, we can use... Oh, never mind. Okay, bug type. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, if my Pokemon are like freakishly fast, it's either because they have the timid or jolly nature. I like to prioritize speed over anything else. Okay, Scizor. Did I answer your question? What about my original Typhlosion? Yeah, I answered it. It's my Typhlosion from Soul Silver. Which is probably the oldest Pokemon I have on here. Now that I think about it. Shoot, I went for the wrong attack. You got a check from your grandparents' church. Pretty neat. What did they send you a check for? I did not mean to go for Jet Punch. Nightcrawler. Things are not going according to plan. Things are not going according to plan now. Because you finished a grade? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I was supposed to send out Clodsire. Whoops. Alright. I'm not sure what your oldest mon is since you've deleted data a lot for new playthroughs when you were younger. Yeah, I was terrified of doing that as a kid, so... So I was so thankful for Pokemon Bank when that first dropped, so I could just put all my Pokemon in Pokemon Bank and move them to, like, the latest game. So that way, if I want to replay the games and stuff like that, I could just do that. I forgot, how fast is Meowscarada again? Yeah, it's faster. You didn't think about it until you realized how much you loved your Pokemon? Right. The haptic on my controller is so weird. It made the weirdest noise just now. You love your Skeledirge. That's a top 100 pick right there for me. I think. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know. I think it's one of my favorites, but I don't think it's like a favorite. Yeah. Yeah. I have to check my list again. I don't remember if Skeledirge is in my top 100 or not. You love your Zarina and Quaquaval. Let me see something. Favorites. I don't know what I titled it or where it's at. Here we go. Favorite Pokemon list. Is Skeledirge on here? Oh, it is. It is on here. It's actually in my top 50. You also got a cute mark for a Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil to freezing? I thought it was Cyndaquil freezing. That's funny. Okay, Flower Trick. Good thing I'm part poison. And that critical hit was shameful. That critical hit was disgusting. I know it always gets a critical hit and it never misses, but like, sheesh. I feel like Clodsire should have lived. At least maybe like low yellow health or something. I don't know. Alright, I'll go for Ice Beam. I can tank that. What did George send me? Alakid the Scholar. What's he pondering about? Dude, the only reason I'm doing horribly this match is because I forgot the strat with my Mons. I literally forgot the strat with my Mons. Alakid solving world hunger. X-Boy hit you with so many crits from your battle, you thought you were gonna lose. Damn. Alright, it's GG. Because there's literally nothing I can do to Miraidon here. You think of strats right in the moment of the situation, but don't follow through. No, I literally have a strat written down. I just kind of forgot about it because I changed so much. I changed like a lot of my movesets and my strats. So my strategy was kind of thrown off. I forgot I send out Clodsire after either Pommet or Palafin. I wasn't thinking straight. Because, what's his name? Low kicks usually, because low kicks usually like get some hits in. Like low kicks is like a big help. Morgrim the Serene. Alright. Remove one. I barely have any marks for my Pokemon. I think I only have like 4 marked Mons. Singles any team? Okay. Let me move my mic a little bit. It's like centimeters away of... It's like centimeters away from falling off my desk. This thing has fallen so many times. I don't know how that thing... I don't know how it's still working. You went mark hunting some time ago because you were bored. Oh, I see. You kind of wish all Pokemon had personality marks because Pokemon without them seem to have no personality. I mean... not really, for me. Siri, heads or tails? Alright, we'll do main team. I kind of give my own Pokemon, like, their headcanon personalities. I used to give them personalities based on their natures before marks were a thing. We have Zarina, Salazzle, Kingambit, Urshifu, Zapdos, and Dragonite. I almost called that thing Nidoking for some reason. Dude, I wish we had like a alternate regional form of Dragonite where it's basically Serpentine like its pre-evolutions. That would have been so awesome. That would have been so cool. Hey, Nidoking's goated though. Not in my top. It's not in my top 100, but it's goated. What was that? Y'all saw how like the lighting was like kind of weird for a split second. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I just never understood Dragonite's evolution from Dragonair. Like they were cooking with Dragonair, and then you just have this thing. Like, I like it as its own design, but not as a Dragonair evolution. I'm honestly surprised that I moved faster. Nidoking's in your top 50. I mean, that's valid. If it wasn't for like modern Pokemon games cooking so much, I probably wouldn't have. No, Nidoking probably would have been in my top 50 if it wasn't for the fact that most of my Mons are like... Most modern Mons just cook a lot better. You always found Dragonite to just be... Jesus. Just be weird. It didn't make sense for a snake dragon to turn into a goofy, chubby, orange dragon. I agree. I mean, the evolution makes sense since you found out what it's based from. Okay, when you find out... Wait, what do you mean when you find out what it's based from? Listen, for me, if it starts off as Serpentine Dragon, it should become Serpentine Dragon. That's just my rule of thumb. Because I was so ready. Like, when I first found out about Dragonair as a kid, I was like, oh man, I bet this thing evolves into, like, some cool Serpentine Dragon. And then Dragonite. And I'm just like, oh, yay. It's based off a snake or lizard turning into a dragon. I mean, wouldn't it just be a snake? Since Dragonair definitely has no legs. I mean, I know there's some lizards that don't have legs too, but... I mean, just because that's the basis of it doesn't mean I have that's still a bit of a stretch for me. I refuse that explanation. Even in the Pokemon anime, they're like, why does Dragonite grow arms and legs? Like, even the anime's confused on why that thing's a frickin'... Why Dragonite evolves from Dragonair. You thought Dragonair would have been so much cooler if it turned into a Leviathan or Loch Ness Monster type of thing? Exactly. It definitely would have. Yeah. I'm sorry, that zoom in on Claude Cyrus' face will always be hilarious to me. I can't look at this thing and not smile. Like... This is the one time where Water Absorb would have come in handy. But Unaware is just such a better ability. For me. Poison. Damn it. I was really hoping for a poison there. Toxin is goated. Toxin is officially goated. I mean, he's been goated, but that... Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to the stream, Murple Purple. Whew. I love Clodsire, man. Raijin. W Toxin. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, oh my goodness. And now Zapdos is gonna murder me. Sadly. Hey, like I said, usually Toxin takes down a Pokemon or two with him. That last battle, I was just like, I was just not in my A game. I wasn't locked in yet. And I also kind of screwed myself over by sending out Nightcrawler a little too early. Alright. Go for a first impression. Oh wait, he's gonna switch to Zarina, isn't he? Yeah, he's probably gonna switch to Zarina. Because Queenly Majesty or whatever. Legend of Sleepy? Oh no, he's not. He's sending out King Gambit. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. That's fine. We can always go for a good old U-turn. I still don't understand the import. I still don't understand why King Gambit exists, to tell y'all the truth. Would have been good if we had like a little bit more damage there. Oh, you misclicked. Alright. What song is this from? I'm guessing like a mystery dungeon game. Yeah, probably a mystery dungeon game. Volt Switch. I'm actually surprised you outsped me. Because I'm so used to Stardust outspeeding everything. Yeah, I think it was Mystery Dungeon. Like, Gates to Infinity, I think. Yeah, Gates to Infinity. Or whatever it's called. Okay, as much as I don't like... As much as I, like, absolutely do not care for the Lake Guardians, their theme is pretty fire. I will admit. The theme is pretty fire. I can't lie. Freeze him. Oh, that would have been so funny if I got a freeze. I love status. When I'm using it on other people. I don't like it when it's used against me. I'm still excited for Pokemon Champions, man. I can't wait to learn more news on it. Sheesh. I hope this burns or something. Or nope, just gets a kill. That is perfect. That is perfect. That's it. It's perfect. Alright, who's next? Most electric types are gonna usually outspeed. That's kind of just a rule and I mean, I know that, but I'm the exception. Y'all should know this by now. My Pokemon are built different. And plus, I put a lot of EVs into his speed. Well, not a lot. I maxed out his speed. And I also gave him a timid... Are you kidding me? Bro, why? Just when the battle's getting good, bro. Alright, run it back. Run it back. Gotta love good old Oh yeah, hold on. Let me make sure that this is on live chat instead of top chat. I hate when... Dude, if there's one... You know, one thing that I talked about in my upcoming video about champions, where I'm just speculating and stuff like that, I am really hoping that we have some stable connections, man, because Scarlet and Violet is probably the worst game I've ever played when it comes to connection. When it comes to connection issues. Fun game. It's fun. It's a fun game, but when it comes to competitive, this is probably the worst. Like, this is the most... I've never disconnected so many times in competitive, dude. Alright, I'll use the same team. This man said, where did you come from? His Zapdos is probably EV trained to be fast and a really good attacker. Ah, yes. A lot of modern AAA games seem to have bad connection, which is unacceptable. Multi-billion-dollar company and y'all can't even keep a stable connection. I'm gonna be one of those people. Complains about Pokemon's every single move. They can make a Souls-like game, but they can't, you know... Game Freak can make a Souls-like game, but they can't stabilize their connection in their most profitable franchise. Your team in the new playthrough you're doing in Scarlet is as follows. Alright, let's hear it. Oh, terrestrialization already. I wonder what the typing is. Probably Fairy. I was thinking Steel for some reason. Fairy makes sense, I guess. Freeze him. Damn it. Okay, Terra Blast. It's gonna put me on 1 HP. Alright. Wait. Okay. Paralyze him. Fish burn to Raichu. Oh, flash burn. Like I said, chat. Y'all know I'm most likely dyslexic, bro. Sugar puff the Rabombi. Aura strike the Lucario. Wait, Rabombi's in Scarlet? I completely forgot. Aura strike the Lucario. Frostbite the Porygon Z, interesting name for that one. Cracophony for Skeleturge. That's clever. I like that. I like that. I like it when nicknames are actually clever. And Mock Scale the Goodbite. Marshall. Marshall. I guess like martial arts. I guess, I don't know. I know that's not how you spell Marshall, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like the name. Like maybe it's because it sounds like martial arts, you know? You didn't jet punch? I thought you would. Nah. Usually when I send out Palafin, if I'm sending out Palafin, dude, if Palafin's not in that, like, in that range, or not in that range, if Palafin is not in his hero form, I'm not jet punching. That's even if I have a good opportunity to do it. Sheesh. I hope you paralyze. I hope you get paralyzed. Please. Thank you. I know I'm still slower because Cloudsire's speed is just horrendous. Yay, it's confused too. It's parafused. Lovely. Alright, Nightcrawler. And also, I had a feeling you would switch too, so there was no point in using Jet Punch. I'm lying through my teeth. I just wasn't thinking. I love first impression. Well, not first impression. It's not goofy luck, it's just tinted lens is literally a busted move. And I also gave my low kicks the muscle band, so its attacks hit harder. I know there's gonna be that one person like, oh, why didn't you use the why didn't you give it a choice band? Because I don't like being locked into choosing the move. I have an opportunity to switch out or use Sucker Punch, but knowing my luck, I'm gonna use Sucker Punch. Never mind, you're gonna use Fake Out. Come on. Ooh. That was some good damage right there. I had a feeling that I think Salazzle's faster than low kick, so yeah, it was smart to go for Sucker Punch. Now time to use Stardust. Yeah. Okay, Sludge Wave. Of course that poisons. Of course that poisons me. Whenever I use Poison Jab on anything, it doesn't poison at all. But whenever someone uses like a poison move on me, doesn't matter how low of the chance, it doesn't matter how low of a chance it is to poison me, I always get poisoned. It's like a guarantee. You know, I wish Terastallization was kind of like Dynamax, where like if you Terastallize and use like a Terra boosted move like Terra Blast or something, it can still hit through Protect. I know that would make it broken as hell, but I don't care. Anything that gives me an advantage. I'm honestly surprised that Stardust survived. I should have Terra done if I knew I was going to survive that. I respect it. I respect it. You did good, Stardust. You did well. You did phenomenal. Oh, right, my Nightcrawler's dead. This man said this Mon weak. So due to these outcomes, I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, I only win because I have Terapagos on my team. Because clearly, Terapagos is not the sweeper of my team. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but sometimes it gets taken out way too early. And plus, Terapagos is really on my team because I don't really have any other Pokemon to put on it. I wanted at least one legendary on my team. And I already used Koraidon and Miraidon for raids, so those were out of the question. I'm not really a big fan of... I mean, I like Ogerpon, but not enough to use it on my team. And same thing with Terapagos, but Terapagos was like the only other option. I'm not using any of the... I am not using those horrible, the lousy 3. You need an Eviolite and an Assault Vest for your team. I like this remix of the Hoenn Elite Four. You bet you can scare me? What do you mean? Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. No, my Palafin is just really bulky. Like, I think I maxed out its HP. You have a water plate on it? Alright. Job. Okay, bro. Oh, I'm faster? My luck is insane. My luck is insane. I was not expecting to... I thought you were faster. I thought Zarina would be faster than Palafin. Sheesh. This is why Zapdos sucks. It ruins everything. Zapdos does not suck. Zapdos is the best of the 3 legendary Cantonian birds. Sucker Punch is going to destroy... No, it's not. Drain Punch. GG. No, when you have kids, then you come talk to me about a job that's a combo. You didn't even want Zapdos on your team, you just had filler. I mean... Zapdos is weak, it does nothing. Bro, the amount of times my Zapdos has helped carry my team disproves that statement immediately. You just gotta know how to use Zapdos. Like me. And by that I just mean... I don't know. Alright, who was next? Mr. Muir? Yeah, Mr. Muir. Alright, what are we doing, Mr. Muir? Singles or doubles? Singles? Bet. Okay, main team. I still can't wait to do my top 100 favorite Pokemon team. Or, top 100 favorite Pokemon video. That's gonna be a fun one. Hope this Champions video does pretty well. I worked so hard on it. Next time I do a video like this, I'm just gonna use screenshots because getting B-roll footage is a pain. Alright, Regice. We have Regice, Houndoom, Urshifu, Milotic, Koraidon, and Pecharunt. I also wonder when Pokemon Champions is gonna come out. Some people were saying it's gonna be like it's gonna come out later this year. I highly doubt that. I anticipate like early 2026 at best. Okay, starting off with a Regice. The fact that it's shiny pisses me off, because it's one of the worst shinies ever. Even in the 2D games, it's still a bad shiny. Any Mon that barely changes the color, like from the original color, automatically a bad shiny. Like, Game Freak should be ashamed of themselves for doing this. They could have at least made it like more of like a teal color or something, or maybe even purple. This better not freeze me. You see what I mean, chat? Whenever I use Ice Beam, I never get a freeze. But whenever an opponent uses Ice Beam on me, amazing. Garchomp when not Mega. Oh, I thought out, thank God. I was about to say, there's no way. Could be 2027 since it said in development, as if it's taking some time. That is also fair, but I don't know, because the fact that there's Terra and Mega, I feel like they're gonna try to push it out. I feel like when they say in development, I feel like it's gonna take them like it's in development, but we're probably gonna see more like gameplay footage and stuff like that. All right, Loundoom. Interesting choice. DeAndre cheating, bro. He's getting goofy lax. I don't know. I think you meant. Did you mean luck? Okay. I'm gonna use Thunder Punch because this thing's gonna kill me regardless. You really hope it. Why would you go for Toxic? Just kill me. You really hope it comes out soon. That's what I'm hoping too. I really wanna see more gameplay and stuff like that. Like I really want to like know. I really want to know what Champions is all about. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Come on. Damn it. Maybe updates will roll in after release for gimmicks in Pokemon. Dude, I'm hoping that we have like different seasons and stuff like that, where like you can do like one season focuses on Mega, another Terra. Maybe we can have a season that just doesn't use gimmicks at all. That'll be fun. Like change it up a bit. And the possibility of using Z moves and Dynamax. Like, this is like the perfect game to put all the gimmicks in. That should have killed you. Malignant Chain was an interesting choice. Well, then again, I'm specially defensive thanks to the Assault Vest, so... From what you've heard, it won't be like Showdown and you'll train Pokemon and find them out in the wild. You may not be able to battle since you don't have access to Eviolite and Assault Vest at the state of game in you're in the playthrough. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, the best Elite Four track is playing right now. Love this track. Gen 5 just had the best music in my opinion. Like, I love how everything's like super fast paced and everything. I love it. Well, I figured it's not going to be like Showdown where like you're going to be able to like make your own mons. I figured that. I'm just wondering how like availability is going to be. Because they said not every Pokemon is going to be available at launch. So like, how many Pokemon are we not going to be able to use? Is it just going to be like Gen 9 mons? Is it just like, is it going to be like Pokemon available in Gen 9? Is it going to be like a select few Pokemon from each gen? Like what do you mean by that? You know? What do you mean by that? Koraidon 2. Isn't this your second Koraidon? Air balloon? No! How am I alive? How am I alive actually? It'll probably be Kanto first and then the next gens or Gen 1, whatever number they get. I don't know. I don't think they will do Gen 1 because you can't just hype up Mega Evolution and Terastallization and then just be like, never mind, GG's, you can't, you can only use Gen 1 mons. I would really love for there to be like, I really hope there's like rental teams too, like, that you can just use off the bat. Be kind of whack if there wasn't. Now, I'm not asking for like unlimited rental teams, like maybe like 5 rental teams at best that you can just use by default. I mean, they could. Realistically, I don't think they would do that. The Let's Go games already had Megas. I mean, yeah, back in, what, 2018? But, you know, there was Pokemon like Aegislash, Dondozo, Hisuian Samurott. I honestly think it's probably just gonna be like the current gen or something like that. What do I do here? Do I go for a Terra? I'm gonna go for a Terra. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sometimes you can't buy competitive. You can't buy competitive items until like after the game in Scarlet and Violet, or like after you reach a certain point in the game. How are you alive? How are you alive, sir? I'm gonna use an Ice Beam because of the ha-has. Imagine if I missed that. Milotic. He didn't Terra, right? I'm really hoping he didn't. Oh, I guess he's not going for Terra at all. Unless he did Terra and I'm just like really forgetful. You transferred most of your competitive mons to the new file. Ah, I love home so much. Oh, yep, he is terrestrializing. This is why Milotic should run Recover. That's not good. Surf. Alright, Stardust did well. Yeah, y'all can use the stream code for trading. Nightcrawler, finish what you started. You couldn't use home on your main account, so you made an extra account and went on home on there instead. Alright, GG, Mr. Muir. And I'm also wondering how it's like gonna... I'm also wondering how champions will affect like the VGC stuff. Because I feel like Game Freak or the Pokemon Company is gonna want to, you know, capitalize on that somehow. You gotta go? Alright, no problem, Mr. Muir. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm still, like, surprised at that clutch, dude, because I honestly thought Crispy was gonna sweep me, dude. Or not really sweep me, but yeah. It'll probably affect it a lot. Yeah, it might. It might. Because this is basically like the successor to Stadium and stuff like that. But you can actually... And you can actually upload all of like your mons from home or Pokemon Go and stuff like that. So I'm really curious how... I'm really curious on how there's gonna be... Like how tournaments and stuff are gonna work. Like, are we gonna even have like seasonal battles in Gen 10? Or is Gen 10 gonna be like, oh, you can still do like friendly battles in online battles and stuff like that, but Champions is gonna be where we move all of the seasonal stuff or whatever. It may be the main game for VGC though. You wonder if you'll only be able to use mods in the current region. Alright. John, what we doing? Singles or doubles? Yeah, I'm really curious on it. The big question is, do we have access to all of our Pokemon at all times? Well, they said it's gonna be limited at launch, so there not every Pokemon will be in the game. It's not gonna be like a, oh, we have the entire national dex at your roster. Which will probably turn off some fans because it's like, unless you meant something else by that question. Because honestly, I'm honestly down to like make a bunch of competitive sets for all of my favorite mons, just so I can use them in competitive. Probably not gonna shiny hunt them, just catch random mods and then EV train them. I'm not one of those people who has to flex every shiny I get. Oh, wait. I forgot you said no restrictions. It's probably going to have a setup like Showdown when all Pokemon get into the game where you can pick if you're doing VGC or any mon. Fair enough. Yeah, I could see that happening. I feel like, yeah, and some people are like, oh, they're probably gonna do like seasonal changes and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's probably not gonna be like, oh yeah, which team, John? It's probably not gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like you have specific mons available, and then like, you know, each like significant update, they're just gonna add more. Yeah, I think that's the more realistic case, because that would be such a huge middle finger to a bunch of Pokemon fans who want to use their mons. It showed Mega Charizard and Dondozo fighting, so we'll probably get anything goes. I mean, yeah. That one's kind of obvious. Where do they have to be? Can you get them based off of like memory of all your game? So basically it kind of works like from Pokemon Home. You can transfer, if you have any Pokemon competitive mons built and you have them just sitting in Pokemon Home, you could just transfer them there. You can apparently obtain your own Pokemon in Champions as well. You can transfer Pokemon from Go to Champions as well. So, but obviously through Home, then to Champions. But yeah, you wonder if you can make your own rules and regulations. Probably. Most likely. Yeah, I figure it's gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you don't have to put them in like a special box. It's gonna be like Home exclusive. You hate Ghosts so much, it's like the third time you made an account and you can't log in. That's tragic. That is actually tragic. Your first account had so many shinies and legends. I kind of just have it just for the sake of having it. Like, there was like a lot, like, I didn't use it for like an entire year. But you know, whenever I'm going for like a run or something like that, I'll use like the Pokeball. I'll use like the Pokemon Go plus plus thing, that you can also use with Pokemon Sleep, and I'll just have it on in the background, and every time a Pokemon spawns, I just catch it. See where my luck leads me. Alright, so we have Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Alolan Raichu, Best Pseudo-Legendary, Tyranitar, and Metagross. Metagross is also pretty cool. Let's see. You had those so you could transfer them someday? That's tragic, man. Yeah, I used to transfer a lot of my mons, but I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep them in home. Or, not home, keep them in Go. You know, one game I keep forgetting exists is Pokemon Sleep. And TCG Pocket. But dude, I'm so excited to use Mega Pinsir again, dude. It's been too long since I used Mega Pinsir in Pokemon Showdown. The trainers and champions looked cool. They're somewhat visible in the trailer. There's also, I think they also have an official website for champions. You can actually look at their official artwork too. At least for the trainers, I mean. Okay, Tyranitar is a rock and dark type, so I have the advantage here. But Sandstorm... No, Sandstorm boosts its special defense, so I can still I have a chance at one-shotting it, unless it's, like, unnaturally bulky. But yeah, I like the character designs. One thing I'm really hoping for... Ooh, man, they better have some good character customization, dude. I really hope they have some good character customization, man. I need some good character customization after these stupid school uniforms for Scarlet and Violet. I hate the school uniforms with a dying passion. It's already on the eShop. Yeah, so champions might actually come pretty soon. Exactly. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I know it's gonna come soon. I just don't think it's gonna be like, or like late 2025 soon, like some people are anticipating. It is realistically gonna be like early 2026. Like, I feel like they're gonna let Legends EA breathe a little bit, and then they're gonna be like, okay, most of you have probably beat the game by now, so here's Pokemon Champions. Go use your Megas and Terras if y'all want. Like, that's what I think is gonna realistically happen. My phone was just fighting with me just now. I was trying to check the battery. Because I don't like to overcharge my... Well, not overcharge my phone, but I'm one of those people where, like, I'll charge my phone at, like, 50% and then, like, remove it from the charger at, like, 80%. You know, just to slow down the battery aging. Dude, the Ace Academy, the Ace Academy tournament has no business being this good when the actual tournament is just terrible. I hate it. I know it's just meant for, like, grinding money, basically, but, ugh. I hate going through it. I don't like really easy fights in Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting, like, some competitive sets and stuff like that. I'm not expecting, like, these crazy hard sets. Like, I'm not expecting Volo level Pokemon or anything like that, but you can at least make them a little you can make them at least a little more difficult. Just saying. Come on, Game Freak, lock in. You went to account recovery and it says something went wrong. That's crazy. You got your team settled? Alright, sounds good. Have I logged into Go recently? I mean, yeah. I log in basically every day. Well, not every day, but... I mean, usually, like, there'll be times where, like, like, a whole year will pass, or, like, maybe, like, 6 months will pass since I'll touch Go, and then, like, when I open it up, it opens up perfectly fine. I don't sign out of my account or anything, and it's never signed me out. Like, it just stays logged in. Yeah, I never log out of accounts. Poison him. Damn it. Body slam. Water pulse. You never sign into your account because you can't. Oof. You don't log out either? Oh, then I don't know. I don't know. I've never really had... I mean, I've had, like, one issue with logging in, but that's only because, like, the area I was in was, like, really spotty with the connection. Excuse me. But then, like, when I went to, like, a better area with, when I went to an area with better reception, it gave me... Like, I was just logged in. But yeah, I can't wait for Showdown because, like, you know... Or not Showdown, Champions, because, you know... Since it's going to be on your phone, you know, there can be times where I'm, like, waiting in, like, a pharmacy for something or whatever, and I can just pull out my phone for, like, a quick match or something. If I know it's going to be, like, a long wait. Like, if there's going to be, like, a 20-minute wait, I can just pull my phone out. I cannot believe I missed out on a shiny Alolan Raichu twice. I wish the Blueberry Academy, like, made it where if you're in, like, a specific area where you can find, like, say, a Alolan Raichu, you can just, like, you can give your Pikachu a Thunderstone and it'll evolve into... Like, if you have a shiny Pikachu, you can just evolve it into an Alolan Raichu there. I feel like that would have been better. They did that. Oh yeah, thick fat Venusaur is about to come back, dude. If I don't mind. Nah, it's fine, John. I prefer to have, like, I prefer to have them as my, like, OT. Yeah. One day I'll be able to get an Alolan Raichu again. I hope they do, like, another event for Alolan Raichu, but I doubt it. I still regret giving this thing catching this Terapagos in a Master Ball. That was such a dumb move on my end. Classic Black Charizard, who actually wasn't black in its debut in Gen 2. Shiny Charizard was actually like purple, I think. Purple with like green wings. what is this one from? This is Super Legendary Boss Rock version from Super Mystery Dungeon. That kind of went on beat. That kind of went on beat, y'all. You know, in Scarlet and Violet's the first time we've also seen a Master Ball get broken and fail catching a Pokemon. Yeah, that's true. Good thing it doesn't work like that in like the actual mechanics, because you know how stupid it would be to be like, oh, it's like a 1% chance that I can fail, and then like it, like imagine like you spent like ages trying to shiny hunt like a legendary, you use a Master Ball just for that 1% to kick in. I'd be so mad. All right, what are we doing? Overrated. Okay, let me also. But yeah, I'd be fuming. It's funny because sometimes I just use my Master Ball just for the sake of it, since I usually never, I don't really use a Master Ball anymore. Like, unless... Like, I regret just, I should have just used like a Great Ball or something like that on Terapagos. Because I kind of like to color match them. Or a Quick Ball, since that's my favorite Pokeball. You know what? One of these days, I'm just gonna like make a collection of all those realistic Pokeballs, dude. Like those like Pokeball replicas that are like $100 each. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna have a copy of every single ball. You said main team, what am I doing? Okay, Clefairy's definitely gonna be my 13th reason why. Greninja, Clefairy, Porygon 2, Infernape, Garchomp, and Dawnwing's Lunala. You have a copy of every single ball ever made, but they're plastic. Nice. You also have all the gym badges to every gym. They're like pins. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of getting a collection of those too. I'm just not rolling in dough, so I can't just up and buy them. And also, I don't really have anywhere to put them. Like, I was thinking like maybe behind me, but yeah. But yeah, I definitely love like a collection of all of the gym badges. The thing is like the Galar ones, I don't think anyone has really made like a replica of those. Same thing with like the Paldean ones, since the Paldean ones don't really have proper badges. You know what I mean? It's just circle with the type emblem on it. I hate this thing. Well, I don't hate Clefairy, but... it's very annoying to fight. And so it begins. Oh, wait. Nope, it's using baton pass. Cool. Prism bat. Hey, welcome back, Mr. Muir. I was really hoping because of Unaware I would have just been able to ignore that power creep. But I guess not. Okay, that's one mon down. I think you're faster, so I'm gonna go for a sucker punch. Please go for like Flare Blitz or something. Dang! Apparently Go doesn't like minor accounts logged in with Apple ID or Gmail. That's kind of crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. You know, I wouldn't mind the normal form of Terrapago so much if it didn't have that like crystal appendage on the top of its head. It's a bit much. Thank God for Terra Shell. Thank God for Terra Shell. I need to be overrated like once. Terabyte. Wait, does it attack? It's attack rose? Uh-oh. I just have to hope one of these attacks kills it. Two of your shiny Raichus are marked. Nice. Terra Starstorm. I feel like that should have killed better. You wish that its Terra form wasn't just it on top of a Terra rock thing. Then again, it's based off turtles stacking. Yeah, it's based off the world turtle, or world tortoise. I mean, well, tortoises are basically turtles, but yeah. Download brings up attack or special attack depending on which will deal more damage. Oh, that's how that works. Never knew. Dude, this is the closest I've been to actually beating overrated. I think I just took out like half of his team just now. It was going on Venusaur King. Yes, a fellow Venusaur. A fellow Venusaur enthusiasts. We love it. An uncommon mark and a lunchtime mark. See, bro, like, dude, you see how lame shiny Garchomp is, bro? Like, look at that. Horrendous. Disgusting. I don't like it. No. You spent like 3 hours hunting shiny Fortress. How many did you find? Just say how many you found. I mean, do you want to know how much I found? Like, just say it, man. Just say it. We all friends here. I think my longest hunt was like Registeel and Sword and Shield. Like took over like 1,500 encounters. Shiny Garchomp was more noticeable in 2D. It was still a bad shiny. Just because it was noticeable in the 2D games does not mean it was not. It still wasn't a bad shiny. Like, they could have at least made it like a red, like a crimson color or something. Maybe blue. Holy crap, am I actually about to be overrated? Chat, am I actually about to be overrated? Dude, this is like the closest, I think this is the closest I've been to beating overrated. I don't know if I beat him before. This man said 0. Guys, I'm actually about to be... Oh, wait, you still have, like, one more Pokemon. Oh, damn it. I forgot about Protean. I completely forgot about Protean. Miss Shade is an interesting name. You never said it wasn't bad, you were just saying. You miss when every gen 3D-wise didn't have multiple Pokemon shinies that look strikingly similar to their normal versions. I mean, before the 3D games, I think what they did. Wait a minute. I didn't Terrasilize, right? No, I didn't. No, don't switch. Oh, I forgot Clefairy existed. I forgot Clefairy was here. But yeah, back then before Gen 6, all they did was they just like swapped the color, basically. Like they basically like put it through like random color grades and then yeah. I don't know. I don't think Clodsire looks that I don't think Clodsire looks similar. Like, it's actually a noticeable difference, albeit very like, I'm not looking for like a drastic change for like everything, but you know, that's why you switched it out, dude. That's why you switched Greninja out, so you can have Stab on Ice Beam. Dude, you should have just let me have the win. But GG. I mean, I don't know. I can tell the difference there. Dude, that was like the closest battle I'll ever have with overrated. Alright, John's next, right? You feel like there's other combos that might be cool with it? I mean, that's fair. Me personally, I think it's fine as is. I'm not saying it's like a top tier shiny. I don't think it's like a top tier shiny, but you know, I'm fine with it. Speaking of fine, I saw the movie Sinners last night. It's a great movie, right? It's a great movie. I really enjoyed watching it. But it wasn't this cinematic masterpiece that everyone was making it out to be. Alright, what we doing, John? Singles again? Can you join the queue? Yeah, you can. Exclamation mark join. That was an exhilarating match, not gonna lie. Probably the first one you've had in a while. You don't know how to? I mean, wait, you don't know how to, like, connect to the battle? Or do you not know how to, like, join the queue? If you want to join the queue, it's just exclamation mark join in the chat. Yeah. It's in the pinned comment, y'all. You're watching How to Train Your Dragon tomorrow. Oh, that movie, it's out? Please let me know how it is. I would love to see if it's like, if it's just another cash grab or if it's actually like a pretty good remake. Singles. I'm guessing you're gonna want to do the single team again, right? Okay, so you're gonna be going after our after John here, John Summers. I guess I just never looked at the release date. I thought it was gonna come out on a later date for some reason. The next movie I want to watch is Thunderbolts. Definitely gonna watch Thunderbolts. I heard it's one of the better Marvel movies we've gotten in years. Even though I don't think Captain America Brave New World was as bad as people were saying it was. It was alright. It was alright. But it wasn't like, wait, you heard it's not a disaster like Lilo and Stitch? Oh no, yeah, Lilo and Stitch is a dumpster fire. I haven't even seen the movie, but I know it's a dumpster fire. Jim this time? All the new Stitch, and you didn't think it was as good as the... Oh, of course it wasn't as good as the original. They got... Bro, they cut out Gantu from the movie. I would never watch that. The pinned comment is too unnoticeable. How is it unnoticeable? It's clearly on the top of the chat box. All you gotta do is look up. Your brother-in-law saw Thunderbolts. He said it was good. Yeah. I know it's probably not gonna be like... Wait, hold on. To be honest, the pinned message doesn't show the code until you open the comment. Yeah, but whenever people are like, oh, how do I join? Pinned comment. I just say pinned comment. Unless you were like that one annoying loser, Pokemaster, who was like, can I join? Read the pinned comment. Oh, but how do I join? Can you please battle me? Like, oh my... Ooh! If he was in front... I don't care if this kid was like 6. If he was in front of me, I would have personally drop-kicked him. I would have drop-kicked him. People who are just intentionally stupid deserve to be crushed by a bulldozer. I'm sorry. You have no use in this planet. If you're stupid, die. Please. Like, he genuinely made me angry. I was about to cuss him out, but I was like, you know what, DeAndre? Let it go. Let it go. Because it takes me a lot to get, like, angry. Alright? Maybe you can put the code somewhere on the stream, maybe above your name. I mean, sure. But, I mean, just have reading comprehension. You know what I mean? Just have reading comprehension. Because then it's like, I have to go on Canva. And then... You guys remember... You guys have to remember, I'm a really lazy person. I have to go on Canva and then add eight numbers. No, I'll probably do that for the next stream, though. Maybe. Oh, wait. Nah. You won't say his name, but he revealed it, and he should be old enough to understand. Yeah! Literally. Oh, yeah, you said Jim. My bad. No, but he was just being, like... really annoying with that shit, dude. Like, I was just like, come on. Like, he was being, like, really annoying, dude. I was just like, dude, we literally said it's the pinned comment. Like, usually if someone is like, okay, how do I... It's like, usually when some people join, it's like, okay, how do I join? I just tell them the pinned comment, and they'll join right away. But, like, he was just being, like, intentionally ignorant. Like, come on, dude. Recently got the DLC and can't beat Terrapago's final form. Any tips? I'm gonna be honest with you. When I battled Terrapagos, I just hit him hard with my Pokemon. I mean, quick question: are your Pokemon EV trained, perchance? Are your Pokemon EV trained, and what level are they? Because you may want to EV train. Who's that other guy you said you were gonna jump when he comes back? Oh, Gordo. Oh, trust me, bro. Okay, when he's like, unless he's like intentionally just being like a sore winner, then that's when we jump him. I ain't going like just him existing ain't going like bother me. But when you're like, oh, sorry, your dad called. No, you're good, John. But like, if you're only gonna be like, if you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass, man, you suck at the game and stuff like that, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna like, I'm gonna go off on you, bro. Like, come on. If you remember, terastallizing and hitting it brings one of the bars immediately down. Really? Yeah, because Terrapagos nearly destroyed my team. Sadly, you guys can't watch the battle because YouTube cut my stream. Like, YouTube cut like a huge portion of my stream. You think Terrapagos changes types in the boss battle? Yeah, it does, I think. Hey, Venusaur King, appreciate you subscribing. Humbly welcome you to the Chill Army. Hey, my sub goal counter is actually working again. Yay. All right. So we got an all-dragon team here. Garchomp, Haxorus, my boy Baxcalibur. Haxorus and Garchomp are my boys too. Dragonite, Flygon, and Charizard. I love Flygon, but is it like... I love Flygon, but is it like... Is it like top 100 favorite worthy? Spoiler alert, no, it is not. I forgot how to use my gym team. 7-Eleven is crazy. What's my least favorite shiny? Literally any shiny that barely changes from its original color. So Garchomp, Pikachu, Regice definitely. Yeah. I thought you said my favorite shiny. I was like, I don't know if I have a favorite shiny. I would just say shiny Rayquaza just to call it a day. But least favorite shiny, basically anything that barely changes from the original color. So Garchomp, Gengar. Yes, I know Gengar had a much darker, shiny Gengar had a much darker saturation in the 2D games, but it was still a bad shiny. Shiny Blaziken is peak. You think shiny Blaziken is peak? Buddy, I think we need to have a discussion on what the word peak means. As much as you hate to admit, shiny Garchomp, yeah, it sucks booty cheeks. I love Garchomp too, but it sucks cheeks, dude. You don't like when they stay the same color? Right. Oh, Regice is definitely like... Okay, Regice might be my least favorite. Or an Elekid too. I hate Elekid shiny. The amount of times I could like... The amount of times I'll miss that Pokemon. Ugh. Earth power. Okay, so you're probably packing some special attacks there. I'm gonna go for a Hydro Pump. Skeletor's better shiny. I mean, obviously. Because at least you can actually tell it's shiny. Oh, Tandem Mouse and Mousehold are terrible too, yeah. Slowpoke too, yep. Slowpoke too. They should have just made shiny Gengar white. Like, you know, like an actual ghost. Or like, sort of like white pinkish, kind of like its shiny form. Or, not shiny, like its shiny Mega form or Gigantamax form. It would have just made more sense. You know? You'd argue the Gengar shiny in earlier gens was still good. No, it was terrible. Might say goes. Barely changes. Barely changes. It still barely changes. See, a good shiny was shiny Ghastly, and then it all went downhill once it evolved into Haunter. They could have made them white. Shiny Galvantula? Yeah, I mean... Shiny Galvantula's alright. It changes a lot, actually, bro. I looked at it. It's still a bad shiny to me. Like, they could have made it some other color. All they did was pull a Pikachu and just changed it, like, into a slightly darker saturation. Well, not slightly darker, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think Galvantula is that bad. Like, it's still noticeable. It's not my favorite, obviously. But, nah. Shiny Shift... Oh, Shiny Shiftry is horrible. Shiny Shiftry is horrible. Whoever decided that Shiny Shiftry was a good shiny needs to have their legs broken in front of their family members. Haunter doesn't even change. It just dyes its tongue blue. That's what I said. Ghastly was peak. Ghastly was absolute perfection until it evolved into Haunter and Gengar. Reggie should have super light orange and keep yellow. I would have preferred maybe like a teal. I would have preferred like a teal color or something. Like, I don't really need the eyes to change. I just would have preferred Nuzleaf? I've never seen Nuzleaf shiny, actually. At least I don't know what it looks. At least I've seen it. Maybe I've seen it, but I didn't have much of a reaction to this. Hold on, let me see. What does shiny Nuzleaf look like? Okay, Nuzleaf is alright. It's not good, in my opinion. But it's alright. I think they could have just made it teal or purple or something. Like, you know, what they do with most blue Pokemon. Or at least blue, water, or ice types. You know, no. Horrible shiny. Vanillix. They had the perfect opportunity to give us a chocolate Vanillix, dude. Would have been perfect. Hey, appreciate you subscribing, Bryant. Welcome to the Chill Army. Appreciate your subscription so much. I know you did not just avoid my Hydro Pump. That's not really a hot take. A lot of people like shiny Flygon. At least from what I've seen. This thing's really about to sweep me because it's unaffected by ground type moves. Yep. Half of my team is immune to... Half of my team is immune to ground. Sort of. Half of my team. If you count the air balloon on Raging Bolt. But shiny Skeletor's better. I would disagree on that. To be honest, we haven't really had like a good shiny since like Gen 6. No, Gen 7, my bad. Gen 8's shinies were awful, except for Sobble. Is it even an electric type? It is. Levitate prevents... Levitates... All of my mons are electric type. It's just some have the moves. Some either are flying type, which are immune to ground moves, or they're... What's it called? I forgot. Or you're, or it has levitate. Yeah. What do you mean you think it's good? It's either it's good or not. But Grapluck Shiny is awesome. And I don't even care for Grapluck like that. Shiny Lucario. Okay, I like Shiny Lucario a little bit. I like Shiny Lucario a little bit. And this is coming from someone who doesn't even care for the Mon that much. Alright. Who likes Shiny Kama-O? I mean, it's alright. I don't really have any opinion on it. Shiny Lucario is glazed way too much. I don't think so. I've never really seen people like go like, oh man, this is one of the best shinies of all time. You just put things so the messages are longer, bro. Shiny Metagross is king. Shiny Metagross is awesome. It's so simple yet so good. I feel like if they picked a better color for the body. Shiny Lucario, your goat. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion. Maybe it's because I'm not a big fan of... No, what's a good shiny is Shiny Haxorus, dude. Shiny Haxorus is awesome. If you don't like Shiny Haxorus, you were probably beaten as a child with a screwdriver. That was a very specific scenario, but that's just facts. You were forced to eat macaroni and cheese with... You probably... You know, if you don't like Shiny Haxorus, you probably ate macaroni and cheese with raisins in it as a kid. Shiny Metagross is mid at best. I mean, that is a hot take, but eh. Shiny Metagross is iconic. Bruh just keeps saying Shiny Skeletor's better and just making it as like that proves a point or something. Shiny Skeletor's just turns pink, bro. It ain't that good. It's a good shiny compared to the other Generation 9 starters because the shinies are horrible in this generation. But it's not that good, bro. What's with all the Skeletors? Dude, Skeletors is in my top 50. It's not even like I hate Skeletors, but the shiny Skeletors glaze is crazy. Because it is better, it's not my fault that Game Freak made Peak, bruh. You like shiny Porygons? I think all the shiny Porygons are awesome. Blue is just... Then again, blue... I'm very biased since blue is like my second favorite color. So yeah. Peak is crazy. I don't think it's mid. It's a good shiny. It's just not like this phenomenal thing. Like there's so many... Wait, hold on. In Gen 2, Elekid was a bright yellow and the shiny was orange. How do you downgrade? So they basically did the same thing with Electabuzz, but then they downgraded. Why? They should have just left it alone. Oh shoot, I didn't even notice the time. Okay, after my battle with John, anyone who wants... Imagine saying mid at the best Pokemon ever. I don't think Skeletors is the best Pokemon ever. That's very subjective. I don't think any Pokemon is the best Pokemon ever. Like, obviously, in my opinion, Cyndaquil is like the best Pokemon. Well, I don't think Cyndaquil is the best Pokemon ever. Actually, I think it's one of the cutest, if not the cutest Pokemon ever. But you know, that's because Cyndaquil holds like a very special place in my heart. Shiny Umbreon? I mean, shiny Umbreon is... I think it's good. I mean, yeah, it's I mean, Umbreon in general is overrated. But it's still a cool Pokemon. And thank you for using the term overrated correctly, because a lot of people are like, oh, overrated is like, it just means it's mid at best, or it's bad. No, overrated means it's not as good as people say it is. That's literally what it means. In Gen 3, the shiny swapped colors, and then in Gen 6, normal Elekid changed to where it's basically identical. I hate it. I don't think Umbreon's mid. I think it's a cool Pokemon. It's one of the most popular Gen 2 Pokemon for a reason. And this is coming from someone who does not care for the evolution, so don't even try to say it's because of bias. My favorite evolution is Espeon, of all things. Sylveon's better shiny than Umbreon. I mean, I can agree with that, but to downplay Umbreon shiny is a little dishonest in my opinion. You can praise one thing without bringing down the other. Are you wrong to think Glaceon is the worst evolution? No, I agree. Glaceon and Leafeon are the worst evolutions ever. You hate Gen 2, it's so balls. And that's your opinion. I mean, Gen 2 is probably the least impressive region when it comes to designs, but I mean, I still enjoyed Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And it's not even because of nostalgia. I didn't even know Heart Gold and Soul Silver were remakes until like a year later. This has been a pretty good even match. Glaceon got the short end of the stick. Game Freak's too scared to make it good. Honestly, Glaceon just sucks. I'm sorry. Its design. I can't say anything positive about its design. Gen 2 has good designs, and no, I agree. Gen 2, all generations have good designs. Anyone who to say that there's a generation that has nothing but bad designs is very dishonest. Shiny Umbreon and Shiny Sylveon are probably the best shinies of the evolutions. Oh no, that's just facts. I actually like Shiny Espeon though. I know some people hate it because ew, it's green, but I like it because it has like a weird like radioactive feel to it. Shiny Avalugg, yes. Shiny Avalugg barely changes. Like what? Like only like the white parts of its body turn yellow or something. Most of Gen 2 is butt cheeks. Again, that's your opinion, X-Boy. Your opinion is not the say-all end-all. If you don't like Gen 2, that's fine, but to say that your opinion is overall is just no. Don't pull that shit with me, dude. Pokemon is subjective for a reason. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite. I've met someone whose favorite Pokemon is legit Feebas. I'm not even lying. Not even Milotic. They like Feebas. Dude, there's someone out there who likes Jinx. Think about that. There's someone out there who likes Jinx, chat. Don't forget about Shiny Ponyta. Oh, Ponyta. Shiny Ponyta. DeAndre, that's what you be doing. What do you mean? No, I'm only like that when it comes to food. When it comes to Pokemon, I don't care. Dude, I don't care. Pokemon is a very subjective game. You guys know I'm a picky eater, so of course I'm very passionate about what I say about food and stuff like that, because I hate most food enthusiasts. Okay? Like, most food is not that good. Most food is mid at best. Anyone who likes Jinx is an actual gooner. I'm not saying Feebas is bad. I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't expect someone to say that's their favorite. And yes, John, the blue flames are actually good. To be honest, I used to be one of those people who... Oh yeah, by the way, GG. I used to be one of those people who hated Rapidash because it didn't have the blue flames from Ponyta. But honestly, I like the gray flames. The gray flames are actually pretty good. It's like the fire has fizzled out, so now it's just like smoke now. So I think that's pretty cool. Do I think it would look better if they just stuck with the blue flames? Hey, that would have been awesome. But I've matured to the point where I can appreciate it. You prefer shiny Rapidash. I feel like you're just saying stuff just to be like just to be the odd one out. And back to what Crispy said, that's what I be doing. What you mean? When have I ever said like, oh, this Pokemon is the best? When this Pokemon is that? This Pokemon is better? What you mean? I literally can say something positive about every... I'm not someone who like hates Pokemon without like... There's only like 2 Pokemon I hate. Genuinely. Name one time where I was like, okay, this Pokemon's bad, this Pokemon is good, and anyone else who disagrees is stupid, basically. When have I ever said that? Please let me know. Glastrier shiny faintly turns purple for the ice. I've never seen Glastrier shiny because they never released the damn thing. Don't you just love it when Game Freak shiny locks legendaries? Say something positive. I said there's like 2 Pokemon that I hate. I cannot say anything positive about Jinx because Jinx is an actually stupid Pokemon that shouldn't exist in the first place. They should have just removed it after the whole blackface controversy. You said those stuff that one time you were in the stream. What do you mean that? Okay, you're just yapping, bro. Like, honest, Jinx is literally like one of those Mons. Jinx is literally one of those Pokemon where they could remove it, and I honestly wouldn't give a rat's ass. That and a Alolan Persian. Oh, no, not Alolan Persian. No, Alolan Persian. Like, I rarely give zeros to Pokemon. But, like, Jinx, Alolan Persian. Bufala ain't that bad. I just think they should have, like, adjusted the horns a little bit. Tell me Black Golden Go for a shiny wouldn't cook. Watch Jinx get a Mega Evolution. I doubt it because they haven't even used Jinx in the anime since Hoenn, which was like back in 2004, dude. Like in the anime, I mean. They still use them in the games, obviously, but Jinx has not made an appearance in since or at least like a main appearance since the advanced generation. So I don't think they want to touch Jinx. You don't like Jinx, to be honest. You don't see the appeal. I don't either. Maybe it's because I'm really biased when it comes to humanoid Pokemon, but you know, yeah. You like Alolan Persian? Its head's funny. I don't know. I was never a big fan of the original. I was never a big fan of the original Persian, and the fact that they made Alolan Persian, I like both Meowths better than I like Alolan Persian. You forgot about Afro Buffalo. Yeah, that's like my least favorite normal type. It's like my least favorite normal type. The Afro is so stupid. Why did they give the Buffalo? Why did they give the Buffalo an Afro? I don't... Whatever. Oh, whoops. My bad. I was not trying to do that. What about Mr. Mime? That's one of my least favorites, but I don't... It's uncanny, but sometimes I like Ash's Mr. Mime from the anime because it's actually hilarious. Mr. Mime isn't something that I would like praise about, but it's like I don't care for Mr. Mime, but it's not like an offensive mon to me. Or not offensive, but you know what I mean. And Mime Jr. is pretty cute. Alright, who's next? Alright, Venusaur King. Alright, so this is like the last call for battle, so if you guys haven't had a chance to you know, to join, then please do. because I'm actually about to close the queue soon. So if you guys have not joined the queue yet, I would definitely recommend that. But no, I like Cyndaquil. I know that some people don't like Cyndaquil, you know? That's something that I'm... Like, Pokemon is a very subjective thing, you know? Just because something is your favorite doesn't mean it has to be everyone else's favorite, you know? I don't know where you guys have heard me say otherwise, but y'all just yapping at that point. What about Alolan Rattata and Alolan Sandshrew and Vulpix? No, I actually like I like Alolan Sandshrew and Alolan Vulpix more than their original Cantonian forms. I don't care. I don't really care for Alolan Rattata all that much. I mean, join the queue, John. I said it's a last call. So if you guys haven't, if you guys want a rematch, or if you guys haven't joined yet, then yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is your turn, Venusaur King. Yeah, singles. That. I don't know why I thought I was battling X-Boy for a split second. Shiny Petront is kind of weird. They made the body go... Yeah, I've seen that one. I don't like it all that much. A lot of Pokemon fans get angry at opinions. They attacked Moist Critical because he didn't like ZA. Yeah, well, Pokemon fans are stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I said, I know the community's about to, like, come with their pitchforks and torches, but Pokemon fans are stupid. Oh, well, okay, I wouldn't call, like, just the fandom stupid. I think that's just people on the internet. Because, you know, that's just how the internet is. It's like, oh, if you don't agree with me for that one thing, you're stupid. You're dumb. It's like, whatever. It's like when people, like, get all surprised when I say I don't like something like mac and cheese. It's like, yeah, I don't like it. Who cares? Did X-Boy leave after getting called out? No, I don't think so. Oh, no, he's not in the... Well, he's not well, it doesn't say he's in the chat, but I don't know. Community is still very diverse, probably terminally online, and Redditor fans. Okay, you're still here? Yeah. I think it's only, like, if you, like, recently chatted that it shows you as a participant, maybe. Also, Venusaur King, do you want to battle my main team or my gym team? My bad. I... like completely zoned out because of like all of the comments and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a very like open person, except when it comes to food, of course. But I'm a very open person when it comes to like media, you know, because I'm someone who likes to appreciate media. You know, and that's one of my favorite things about Pokemon. Not every Pokemon is like everyone's favorite, you know? But yeah, doesn't matter to you. Don't worry, pick which one you would rather. Alright. Siri. Heads or tails? Why did the sub go down? Someone did not like what I had to say about Jinx. Someone did not like what I had to say about Jinx or Alolan Persian or one Pokemon that I said I didn't like. Yep, Poke and music, yes sir. Baxcalibur, Duskform Lycanroc, what's his name? Meowscarada, Azumarill. I actually really like Azumarill. Not a favorite, but I like Azumarill. Well, no, it is a favorite, I think. I don't remember. I think I either really like it or it's just a favorite. I don't know. Scarlet, that is not Skeletor. It's Cheruledge and Clodsire. Yes, in your opinion, X-Boy. Thank you, Bryant. You should never try to put your opinion as fact. Crap. Crap. I'm running out of time, chat. You look like a demon. Your hair is covering your face. Man's in his emo phase. You look like one of the creepy girls. Oh, like the grunge or whatever. Which is stupid because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's not like you're being racist against anybody or anything. You're just saying you don't like a certain Pokemon. Exactly. Like, I mean, my opinion, I think Diamond and Pearl, I think Sinnoh in general is the most overrated region ever, but I understand, I get the appeal. I don't think it's a bad region, it's just not my favorite. But if you like it, I'm not going to take that away from you, you know? Same thing with movies. A lot of people are lambasting Captain America Brave New World. I thought it was just a fine movie. Like, if I had to rank it, probably like a 6 out of 10. It's a solid, it was an enjoyable movie. I enjoyed it, but it's not like my favorite Captain America film, let alone it's not my favorite superhero movie. Or favorite movie. Sinnoh is very overrated. No, it is. Everyone always comes at Johto for being overrated. Dude, I see more Sinnoh praise than I see Johto praise. You can't understand how people be having hair lower than their waist, bro. I mean, that, for some, I don't know. They just like it. Like, dude, I don't even like my hair being at the length it is right now. Like, I gotta trim it. But I'm gonna wait a bit longer before I, like, shave it off. I'm not one of those people who, like, periodically cuts my hair anymore. I'm not gonna lie, Dusk Lycanroc actually has a pretty dope shiny. Psychic Fangs, thank god I have a Focus Sash. Hopefully this can one-shot. Can we get a one-shot, or do you have a Focus Sash? You know, the thing is, with Dusk form Lycan... Oh, you don't have a Focus Sash, you have a Life Orb. Sinnoh isn't my favorite, but it's not... But I don't hate it. Yeah, Johto isn't overrated. It just genuinely is not a good region. Okay, please explain how it's not a good region, and don't just say, oh, it's not, and please don't say, oh, it's because I say so. Like, please give me an actual good reason, because if you don't actually have a good because I'm pretty sure I can find 10 reasons why I like Johto. Okay, maybe not 10, but there's one specific reason why I like Johto, and it's not for the Pokemon, actually. And yes, I'm one of those people who acknowledges that they have a lot of problems. The level curve is definitely shit. Yes, I know that. The gym leaders having all Kanto Pokemon is baffling. Why does Morty have 2 Haunter when Miss Drevis is literally right there outside of Ecruteak City? Alright, the reason I like Johto is the world building. It took your comment? You took out your comment? Wait, what happened? Wait, what did you comment? Yeah, because I didn't see anything. Wait, what comment are you talking about? The one where you were talking about, like, how, like... Oh, shoot, hold on. Like, saying, like, how it's stupid because, like, how everyone's, like, entitled to their own opinion, or something else? You're getting cooked. You're actually doing pretty decent. Univa's overrated, too. I disagree. Because I still see people saying that Univa was a shit region. You haven't seen... Wait, hold on. What did you say? Sinnoh isn't my favorite. Yeah, I don't hate Sinnoh. It's just not my favorite either. Yeah. Because I know some people take it when I say, like, if something's overrated, it means I think it's bad or something. Oh, no, I read it. You probably just, like, I guess you were zoned out or something, or you didn't hear me say it. Is it bad that you don't really like Sword and Shield? I mean, Sword and Shield is a very, like... Sword and Shield is a very... Okay, X-Boy, you just seem like the type of person who just says like a controversial take just to say it. Just to say it. You haven't seen anything say that Unova was a bad region. Well, that's because you weren't around for the... Well, that's because you were probably like a fetus when Black and White came out. Galar and Paldea are severely overhated. Oh no, I agree. I think all regions are good in their own right. Or all generations are good in their own right. You meant you haven't seen people say Sinnoh is that good? Really? Every dude, a lot of like, I've seen a lot of people, at least online, since that's where I interact with Pokemon fans the most. A lot of people online, dude, the minute I say like I've never played the original Sinnoh games, they act like I just shot their grandma, like point blank. They're like, what? You've never played them? I mean, they were my first games technically, but I just didn't play through them because, well, I was a dumb kid at the time, so I didn't really get that much far. I didn't get that far. X-Boy, I think you saying these takes just to seem different. Right? Like, people be saying it killed their family in a horrific car crash. What? Oh, okay, it's using Dragon Dance. God. Jesus Christ, okay. Oh, thank God. But no, you're doing pretty well so far. We're pretty even when it comes to, like, how many Pokemon we have available left. So I wouldn't put yourself down too early, Venusaur. Wait, hold on, wait, what? You've heard the hate about Unova, but it's still odd that it became a lot more loved because most people I've seen online say it's their favorite region. I'm one of those people who never hated it. I'm one of those people who never like hated Unova at all. But I remember so much hate back then, you know? Like, it was crazy. The hate back then was crazy back then. Kalos is also mid because it's French. Okay, as someone who recently just played through Kalos again, I actually think Kalos is a pretty good region, and it has a lot of my favorite Pokemon. I still hate the French, but Kalos was pretty awesome. I can't lie and say that Kalos isn't awesome. Yes, the games are, I mean, X and Y are definitely like one of the easiest games I've ever played in my life, but I still enjoyed the story. I still enjoy playing through it. Sometimes it takes another playthrough. Deep Voice Shauna is peak, dude. Accidental Terra, my bad. You good, bro. We all make mistakes in battles. Dude, the first battle in the entire stream, it was, ugh. They're also people. You call those roaches people? That's crazy. I know there's someone who thinks I'm actually serious out here. There's someone out there who thinks I'm serious about this. I'm just joking, y'all. Most of what I say is literally satire, chat. Pokemon Legends Arceus top tier game in my opinion. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I agree. It's my favorite modern game. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are probably going to be my favorite games of all time. Like, those are the games I've put the most hours in, dude. But, my favorite modern game is definitely Arceus, and if ZA is as good as Arceus, then that might be it. Okay, to say it's peak Pokemon is a bit much. There's some things that I would have improved about it, but I actually enjoyed Scarlet and Violet more than I did Arceus, but Arceus is still my favorite game of the two. But the only reason I enjoyed Scarlet and Violet more was just because of more Pokemon availability. That's really it. Hashtag we don't discriminate. For some people. I'm joking. I'm joking. There's so many people who think I'm like serious whenever I say like stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, it's literally satire. I don't know. I miss the 2D games though. The 2D games were peak for me. But that's only because I like sprite work better than 3D models. As you guys have seen from my countless praise for Sea of Stars. Basic, like, probably the best non-Pokemon game I've ever played in my life. For me, at least. Arceus was kind of mid to you. You're not a fan of the gameplay, but you did enjoy it while it lasted. That's a fair opinion. That is a fair opinion, dude. I liked it because it was new. Because I know some people... There's some people who don't like Arceus and call it a spin-off because they don't like the game specifically, but I'm like, but Game Freak said it was a mainline game, so your point is mute. Yeah, this is a pretty close battle, Venusaur King. Ah, Deoxys, another one of my top 100 Pokemon. Ooh, I forgot Meowscarada was still in line. You could never beat Arceus no matter how many times you tried, you couldn't do it. Wait, which boss were you stuck on? If Pokemon went 2D, it probably would get a lot of hate despite fans saying they want 2D. Well, that's how Pokemon fans are, Crispy. Yeah, it might have been Volo, dude. Volo is probably the hardest battle I've ever had. It took me like... Dude, it took me like 10 tries at most. And I know there's going to be that one person where it's like, oh, DeAndre, you struggled with Volo? I beat him on my second try. Oh, you couldn't beat Arceus? You love the Legends Arceus because you like the map, the storyline, and you liked going after the legendaries. Yeah, dude. Oh, yes, dude. Legends Arceus handled Legends... Like, Legends Arceus handled legendaries perfectly, in my opinion. Yeah, that was... Yeah, that was a very close match, Venusaur. Yeah, Arceus is a very difficult one. Which... I'm glad it was, but Volo, dude, Volo made me hate Pokemon for like 5 months. Okay, I'm over exaggerating, but yeah, you had to get max revives. I don't think I used revives. I think I don't know. I don't even remember how I defeated him. Oh, Travis, it's not your turn, but I will keep in mind that you want doubles. It's actually me and X-Boy's turn to battle. So let's do this, X-Boy. Okay, I went longer than I initially planned. Okay, hold on, let me see. Remove Juan. Yeah, it's your turn, X-Boy. You forget who is Volo? He's like the Cynthia ancestor guy. He's a guy who like... Yeah, he's a guy who kind of looks like... He's the dude who kind of looks like Cynthia. That's the best I can explain it. You like the different ride Pokemon, like having multiple instead of one. That's fair too. Let's see. Your Sylveon came in clutch. I think I caught a Clefable just so I can battle him. Wait, what did you say about Hisuian? You remember Hisuian Arcanine kind of being a challenge? Yeah, that was one I kind of struggled with. I think out of all the 5 nobles, that was the hardest one for me. I don't even like Clefable, but I caught one just because it was actually helpful against Volo. No, his final battle, John. The final battle, John. Because you have to do the final. Unless you're saying he wasn't that hard in the final battle, which I don't know. You still haven't caught Arceus in that game? Dude, I caught Arceus in that game and called it a day. I'm never... That's... I was just glad to have one for my for my living decks. This man said he had to pray to be Volo. That's crazy. Yes, and yes, Shiny Hisui and Decidueye is pretty top tier. I do agree. Are you the only one who thought Arven reminded you of Volo? I don't see it, honestly. Might just be you. I know people were saying Kieran was the new Volo. Even though he acted nothing like Volo, but okay. You hated getting the Weather Trio. Oh, wait. Oh, the Forces of the Genies. Whenever people say Weather Trio, I think of Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. Alright, King... Ooh, this is an interesting team. Kingdra, Magcargo, Zarina, Kamao, Mewtwo, and Mousehold. Arceus made you hate Tornadus. Okay, no, the Genies were very annoying. I do agree, though. You just transferred Arceus to Scarlet and Violet and left Arceus. You did go back and Shiny Hunt a few times, but that's it. Yeah, it doesn't have much replayability. That's one thing I don't like about Legends Arceus. The lack of replayability. I'm still trying to figure out a good challenge run for it. Yeah, they're called the Genies, not the Weather Trio. The Weather Trio... Well, the official name for the Weather Trio is the Super Ancient Pokemon, but that's a mouthful, so people just say the Weather Trio. Same thing with the Genies. Their official name is the Forces of Nature, but people just call them the Genies. You need to change your Mewtwo's name to Conquest. You've never had trouble beating NPCs, but fighting Arceus made you take a long-ass break from the game. That's understandable. I think I just wanted to get Arceus and just be done with it. So I literally willed myself to beating him. Nuzlocke on that game was kind of crazy. See, that's the thing. I know I could do a Nuzlocke technically, but you guys have to remember, your boy hates Nuzlocks. I would much rather prefer to do an anime lock or a monotype run, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to implement that with Legends Arceus. Catch one Pokemon per map for Arceus for a challenge. I'm not a big fan of that, if I'm being completely honest. Anyone think they should make an actual difficult battle program like the Ace tournament so there's an actual challenge? Dude, all they need to do is just make the AI a little smarter and give them competent movesets and then call it a day. I don't think they need to, like, boost. Yeah, I don't think they need to boost any, like, they don't need to make, like, a difficulty mode or anything like that. Well, I mean, maybe they should make a difficulty mode, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. A good challenge would probably be only running the totem Pokemon. Oh, the noble Pokemon. I mean, that would be really hard though, because like Ursaluna, you have to like wait 12 business days just for a full moon to show up for Ursaluna. Like just to evolve your Ursaring into Ursaluna, I mean. And the Peat block was very hard for me to find, dude. I hated it. Yeah, I probably should have switched to low kicks. Oh yeah, chat, since there's a lot of people here now, we should find someone to raid. I don't know who's live right now. And it's kind of hard to check since I'm in the middle of a battle. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. I can do Alphamons. I don't know. Legends Arceus isn't exactly my... It's not my game to replay, you know? Wait, no, you're talking about the ones... Oh, the Alpha Pokemon. Lens is live right now. Didn't I like raid him the other day? We need fresh meat, chat. We need fresh meat, chat. Let me see. Which one of my other friends are live? Queen Grub? Let me see, redirect. I get the appeal for Nuzlocke, but they're just not for me. Oh yes, let's just raid myself, chat. I haven't raided this guy in a minute. Yeah, well, my good friend Jake, Pokey guitarist Jake. Yeah, we can raid him after the stream. And it's his 31st birthday. Why not? Alright, you're like freakishly slow. Pokemon. Why did I forget how to spell guitar for a split second? Jake. There we go. Like for the longest while, I forgot how to spell guitar. How many subs do you have now? Oh, 1.5. You're like really close to me, at least. Liquid Queen? Wait, who is this? Oh, why did I forget its name? Kingdra. You require nutrition. Same here, dude. I haven't eaten all day. Like, literally, I woke up, did some editing, took a shower, and then started streaming. Like, I need to eat something, dude. Specifically dessert. What should you eat for dessert, guys? Eat a donut. What Pokemon game should you download? Not Scarlet and Violet. Legends Arceus. Why are they all called Queen? Oh, are they? I haven't even noticed. That just shows you how much I don't like pay attention to you guys' like nicknames. That's why I always hate when people are like, "Oh, DeAndre, read my nicknames." Like, do you want me to have a certain reaction to them? Like, I'm focused on the battle, not your stupid nicknames. Okay, stupid's a bit harsh, but you get my point. Blueberry donuts is absolutely disgusting. Blueberry anything is disgusting. Actual blueberries, they're alright. But blueberry pastries, oh! Like, no. What stupidity is this? I really hope I don't get, like, destroyed here. Careful calling people's nicknames stupid. You might lose another subscriber. That is true. We're about to get 1,709 subscribers, chat. Drop kick. What does that do again? Oh, my attack falls. Okay. Blueberry donuts are top tier. Agree to disagree. See, there we go. That's how you have a discussion. Agree to disagree. You can't go wrong with just regular glazed donuts. But my favorite is personally the pink frosted sprinkled donuts. But you can't go wrong with a glazed donut. Cuz it's nice, it's simple. It's like cheese pizza. You can't go wrong with a cheese pizza. DeAndre gotta be a people pleaser. What do you mean I gotta be a people pleaser? In what scenario was I a people pleaser? Oh wait, because I was like, oh yeah, that's a little harsh. Let me take that back. Glazed donuts. The funny thing is, I actually have, if you guys look up like DeAndre Hawk 7 Glazed Donut, I literally have a random song of just random shit that I put together on GarageBand called Glazed Donut. Don't ask why it's called Glazed Donut. I don't know either. In the cover art, I literally took like a random picture of glazed donuts, and then glazed donuts are not underrated. Yes, they're the best donuts, but they're not underrated. Like literally everyone and their mom gets glazed donuts. Cause that's like the end all be all. Like you can't go wrong with glazed donuts. Cause who doesn't like glazed donuts? No one. Wait, what? Go get yourself a box of Munchkins from Dunkin'. I hate Dunkin'. If there's any, I'm sorry. Look, I hate Dunkin'. Not because their donuts are bad, but because every time I go there, all of their donuts are sold out. They never have what you want. Did you know that America is one of the only countries that eats donuts for breakfast? Most other countries consider them a dessert item. It's the same thing with Pop-Tarts. Like how like in America it's kind of normalized to eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast. But like I've seen like UK people who are like, oh, how can you blokes eat Pop-Tarts for dinner? There's too much sugar. I'm like, shut up. You eat beans on toast, dumbass Brit. Listen, I will never let a British person talk crap to me. That never happens to you, so it's peak free. So, you see, you don't have my shitty ass luck, dude. Like, in real life, I have crap luck. So, every time I want to do something, I immediately think, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. Because the universe already knows I want something, so it's going to take it away from me. In some stupid way. Alright, GG. How did I live that? How in God's name did I live that? I thought it was over. Flame Boy. Flame Boy. Flame Boy for the win, bro. This is why I kept my starter from Soul Silver. He's an OG. Hey. Hey. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Hey, even though it says I won, that was technically a tie. That was technically a tie. Flame Boy's just built different. I don't even have any, like, boost on its special defense either. Why is DeAndre's song actually fire? Is it? Do you actually, are you just saying that, or do you actually think that, dude? You be jamming to this stuff? Yes, just random noise that I put together and called it a day. Oh my god, speaking of a banger right now, this song that's playing right now, the Waterfall Coliseum from Pokemon. So we both lost, basically. 'Twas a good battle. I don't know how Typhlosion survived that boom burst, but that was awesome. Nah, bro, it's actually not just gibberish. The flow. All right, Travis, you said doubles, right? So let's do it. Where's OBS at? There we go. The Asian guitar strings. Yeah, dude, I don't know what I was doing when I was making that song. But hey, if you enjoy it, I'm here for it. Oh yeah. What are the EVs on Typhlosion? I think I have maxed out special attack and maxed out speed. I think I probably put a couple points. I don't know. I think I put a couple points in it. Maybe in its special defense, probably, most likely. But it was like very little points. Whatever you were doing 8 years ago. I think... What grade was I even in? I think it was like... I don't know. I don't know. What year was it 8 years ago, chat? I'm too lazy to use brain. Wait. So... That would mean the match... No, that would mean the match was a draw and you have to battle again to break the tie. Bruh. Well, the thing is, I feel like I should have... I don't think that's why I solely tanked Boom Burst. I think... I mean, maybe it is. I don't... Like I said, I don't know if I boosted its special defense or not, so don't take my word for it. All I know is that I have maxed out special attack and special... And, special... I made that? Wait, I made... Wait... 2017? You telling me I was in freaking high school when I made that? Also, Travis, which team would you like to battle for my double section? We have Team 1, which is like Calyrex and Miraidon. We have Team 2, the Calisun team, which is mainly with... Which is like a Koraidon and Calyrex. Then we have Zamarex, which mainly focuses on Zamazenta and Calyrex. Barbecue Chicken, which is mainly focused around Ho-Oh and Miraidon. And lastly, Harsh Moon, which is mainly Koraidon. I forgot its name for a minute. And then Lunala. Also, let me go ahead and do this before more people join, because I am trying to leave, actually. I was not trying to stream for this long. I was just going to do a normal 2-hour stream so I can focus on the video that was supposed to come out today. You're using a mono psychic team? Okay. Don't worry, anyone who's still in the queue, you're still going to get your turn. It's just the queue. No one else is going to be able to join. Why is my current party only 5? So I explained this in the beginning of my stream, but you weren't here. So Miraidon is mainly what I use for raids and stuff. Breloom, Gallade, and Persian, those are just false swipers. So whenever I encounter a shiny Pokemon, I use those Pokemon to catch them because, you know, some Pokemon are just really difficult to catch for no reason sometimes. Looking at you, Beldum. And then Ninetales was just for... Ninetales was literally just there because I needed to teach my Typhlosion Extrasensory. So, yeah. So yeah, guys, ignore my current party. My current party is literally irrelevant from anything. All right. So, Medicham, ill. Indeedee, Metagross, Espathra. You know, everyone always says Espathra is the Lady Gaga Pokemon. It gives more of a Sia. It gives more Sia. The Mirror Herb. I'll explain it when I choose my Pokemon. Gothitelle and Solgaleo. Okay. Shoot. What is my strategy for this team anyway? Let me look at my notes, guys. I forgot what my strategy was for this team. Since these aren't exactly my teams, I have to kind of like improvise myself. But yeah, there's an item called the Mirror Herb. And if you have the Pokemon that you want to like teach like an egg move to, like for example, I wanted to teach my Typhlosion Extrasensory, but the Cyndaquil line can only learn Extrasensory by breeding with another Pokemon that knows Extrasensory. So since Ninetales naturally learns Extrasensory, I decided to just pull that into my team, and then I gave Typhlosion to Mirror Herb. I opened up a Picnic for like literally a split second. Or not really a split second. I opened up the Picnic, sent out my Pokemon and stuff like that, and then I immediately closed the Picnic. And that just transferred. Thanks to the Mirror Herb, that transferred the Egg move to my Typhlosion. It's actually a pretty simple process. I just made it sound more complicated than it actually is. I'm gonna go for this move, actually. Let's gang up on this path, or why not? So we got a Psychic team here. Psychic Terrain might either screw me over, or maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. Okay, you're using Protect. That's fine. Oh, you're not attacking? Lame. Oh, not the substitute. Wait a minute. Oh, I was supposed to put in the Trick Room first. Crap. I was supposed to use Trick Room first. Well, it's over, chat. It's over. But man, that conclusion to my battle with X-Boy was crazy, bro. Typhlosion came in clutch. Typhlosion came in clutch, because normally that should have just killed me. I don't know why that didn't kill me. Because even with the slight possible boost to special defense, that normally would have killed Typhlosion. So that is crazy. Doesn't Psychic Terrain negate Sucker Punch since it's a priority move? You're exactly right, X-Boy. I completely forgot. Can I use Spore? Something. Wait, why didn't I just go for a Rage Powder? That would have worked a lot better for me. I always forget that priority moves are canceled out by Psychic Terrain. Oh, come on. I'm alive from that? That should have been... I mean, you didn't really rescue me from anything. I would have figured it out eventually. This man said hot nerd. Okay, I like Kieran's champion theme. Cannot find Kelsey berries anywhere. That's a big oof. That is true, I just made Indeedee the fastest Pokemon on the field. That's okay. That's okay. I need this Psychic Terrain gone pronto. No, my special defense fell. I'm actually surprised it survived the Shadow Ball. What the heck? Like, it's not even like it survived at 1 HP. So that's actually crazy. That's crazy. Alright, I'll keep spamming Seed Bomb. Yeah, let me actually check my Typhlosion's moveset real quick. Or EV build. Thick Indeedee. Let me see. How can I check it? Yeah, yeah. It has like a slight EV boost, but it's like by 4. It's like 4 EVs in special defense. Oh, wait. I think Sokoleo. Nope. You don't get why people feel bad for Kieran and want him to have Ogre Pawn. Why does Indeedee got that Pixarmon build? Bruh. I should raid Nintendo. I already have someone I'm gonna raid, dude. Raiding my friend Jake. If he's still alive, that is. I don't know. Wait, what Pokemon do I send out next? I don't think he's stopped Ogerpon. At least, I don't know. I don't remember the story. I didn't really care. I didn't really care for the teal mask. Koraidon. Calculator? Appropriate name. He said he went to her home every day to see if she was there. Okay, yeah. That is kind of the definition of stalking. But still, I mean... I mean, I get why people say that he should have had Ogerpon. Well, I don't think he should have had Ogerpon. But, like, I understand why he himself was upset as a character. By the way, Kieran's, like, probably one of the best well-written characters ever. Like, he's probably, like, one of the most well-written characters we've gotten in a while. Other than Arven, of course, and all that. Arven was a pretty well-written character, in my opinion. Ooh. The Aura Trio theme. And yes, that is what you call Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde officially. The Aura Trio, since their abilities have something to do with auras. To be honest, Kieran's character and arc was just average moody kid behaviors. Disagree. I actually liked how they writ his... I mean, it's Pokemon. For Pokemon standards, he's a very well-written character. Yes, I know N from Pokemon Black and White probably has the best story out of all of the Pokemon characters, but that's just because Black and White had a pretty good story overall. For a Pokemon game, that is. But, like... yeah, for a Pokemon, at least in modern Pokemon games, for a modern Pokemon game character, he had a pretty good story. I like this. I like Kieran. Carmine, I wasn't expecting to like. Carmine got on my nerves when I first encountered her, but I like her now. I like her now. You didn't say it was bad. I didn't say you said it was bad written. I didn't say that. I never said that, Crispy. You just putting shit in my mouth now at this point. But you were saying like it's just average moody kid behaviors, but I'm just like, If you believe everything about Pokemon, the reason Team Rocket was in every episode of Ash was in, it's because they were secretly there to train him to become the champion. Well, I don't believe that. They genuinely did want to get Pikachu, but I don't think they were secretly training him. But they take credit, but I mean, in the final episode with versus Leon, they did basically say like, yeah, we basically trained Ash, so we might as well. Giovanni was his father, never proven, no. The reason people say that is because in this one theatrical play, they confirmed that Ash's, well, I don't know if it's canon or not, but Ash's mom and Giovanni did used to date each other. You didn't really give me an example of the arc, not just him being salty. I don't need to give an example, just play the game again. Because I don't remember myself, but I remember liking it, so it was probably good. You're starting to play Legends of Arceus. I like how I like how you're just giving us like a rundown. You know, one of my least favorite like media, like one of my least favorite things when it comes to like theories and stuff like that is the whole coma theory with Ash. I hate the coma theory. It's been disproven time and time again, but people say it like it's the truth. I'm like, you can't be that ignorant. You cannot be that ignorant. He's like, oh, well, why doesn't Ash age? Why doesn't any of the other characters age? What you mean? I'ma say it, Carmine and Kieran are the best modern written characters. Well, I disagree with that. Coma theories are awful. And yes, GG Travis, that was a pretty well fought match. You kind of had me in the beginning there. You were kind of cooking in the beginning there. You did pretty well. I'm not gonna say they're the best written characters. For the fact that Ash was never real, he was just a story because there was like a little girl and a mom in every movie. Well, that doesn't really mean that he wasn't real. That was just more of an Easter egg thing. You would say something, but if you say it, you're gonna get roasted. Just say it, bro. Guys, the reason why Ash doesn't age is because Pokemon takes place in what you would call, well, at least before Horizons with the whole 1 year time skip, Ash's era was taking place in a floating timeline, where time obviously moves forward, but the characters stay the same age. Think Family Guy, or The Simpsons. And also, SpongeBob. Well, SpongeBob did have a canonical birthday, but yeah. There's two theories. One, when he saw... Yeah, when he saw... Yeah, I've heard about that one. When he saw how, oh, he was granted immortality. Two, everything happened all in 1 year. All the journeys and everything you did. All of that in a year. I mean, yeah, but it's just... I'm not going to comment on Carmine because I'm pretty sure that is an underage character. You would not be following some 45-year-old Ash still chilling with other kids, right? Exactly, that's another reason why they never aged him. Alright, John is next, right? Yeah, John. Alright, you doing, not doing, but... We doing... This is the last battle of the stream, by the way, chat. But stick around for the raid, y'all. Because we're gonna raid my good friend. Remove. You battling my main team or the gym team? Maybe in Pokemon humans age slower. That's another theory that I kind of that kind of makes sense. Or maybe just time just goes really slow. Yeah, maybe time, or yeah, it's either that or time just moves really slow into Pokemon anime. Did y'all know Pelipper gets Seed Bomb? I'm not surprised. Like, at this point, I'm not surprised, bro. At this point, they just be letting Pokemon learn anything. Carmine is said to be 16, like 16 or 17. So a minor. No. Oh wait. Whoops. Hold on. Let me change the thing. Let me change the rule real quick. Or is the theory you said happening? Everything happened in a year. There's a lot of things that contradict that, though. Especially since in the special Pikachu and the Pichu brothers, the special that aired before the third Pokemon movie with Entei in it, Ash and Pikachu were celebrating their 1-year anniversary since when Ash became a Pokemon trainer. And that's not just a dub only thing. They said it in the sub version too. Trust me, chat. I'm like the anime connoisseur, bro. Like, I've seen every episode of the anime. I've seen every episode of the anime, bro. I know what I'm talking about. Why? I said no restrictions. Unless I clicked normal by accident. I probably clicked normal by accident. My bad, John. Your life is just less than 1%. What do you mean? Have I seen every movie? Yes, I have. I'm not, the only series I'm not caught up with is Horizons, and that's because I actively react. I do live reactions to them instead of just watching them and then doing my reviews immediately after. Hence why it's been a minute since I've done a Pokemon Horizons review. You're just yapping? Yeah, I figured. Where's my main team? There it is. Yeah, I figured. Jail is just a thing? Okay, bro. Yep, seen every episode, seen every movie, seen every... Well, okay, I don't know if I've seen every special. Alright, we have Skeledirge. Go-Goat is interesting. Talonflame, Houndoom. Houndoom's such a badass Pokemon. Azumarill, and Pikachu. Also, you're a minor yourself. Well, yeah, you're a minor. That's why I said I can't specifically say anything, because I am well into my 20s. Well, you will be a major instead. We'll be a major instead. That's funny. The funny thing is, I never cared for the Sinnoh games, but I love the Sinnoh anime. Ash vs. Paul is still one of my favorite battles. What if you grow up and still remember and love your childhood crush, but you only remember them at like 5 years old? Okay, then that's just weird. That's just weird. Like, maybe if you like grew up together with her and like you're in love with them, that makes sense. But like, if you only met like your childhood friend and you only remember them as a child, then you kind of sus, bro. Like, Go-Goat. Go-Goat's alright. probably B or C tier if I had to rank all the Pokemon in a tier list. If I had to give them rankings, I mean. But that's not to say that's not to say I dislike Go-Go. It's just, I mean, if you guys have seen my favorite Pokemon, you guys already know you guys already know what type of Pokemon I like. I like Pokemon that are either based on marine animals, arthropods, or cool reptiles. Which is ironic because my favorite Pokemon is neither of those things. We have to see who's stronger, your Skeledirge or my Typhlosion. Fair. I mean, if Skeledirge even gets a chance to fight Typhlosion. Jinx and Alolan Persian probably have a special tier. Oh, I put them in the trash tier because I literally can't see anything positive about them. And Bouffalant too. And Perugly. And then after that, those are like the only 4 Pokemon that I genuinely can't say anything positive about. I will never rank all 1,000 Pokemon. That video will take so long to edit. And I already don't like editing videos that are longer than like 30 minutes. What is my favorite Pokemon? Cyndaquil. Like, literally, I'm not joking. The only reason I got Heart Gold and Soul Silver, not just because they were new Pokemon games at the time. It's also because I saw Cyndaquil and I was like, yes, make it a live stream. I'm still not doing that. I'm still not doing that. No, I'm not ranking all 1,000 of them. I'll make videos going over different categories. Like, I'm planning on making a video that goes over all of like every Pokemon that evolves through like an evolution stone or something like that. Where does Minccino rank? Minccino is like, y'all already know Minccino is like one of my favorites. Oh, where does it rank in like my top 100? It's not in the top 50. No, it is in the top 50. It is in the top 50. I think. I don't know. I forgot. Where do you rank Minccino? Minccino is number... I'm not going to spoil it, actually, but it is in the top 50. It is in the top 50. I'm running out of time. Holy crap. You like fire types? I like fire types too, but I think Cyndaquil, Fennekin, and Skeledirge are like the only fire types I really care about. Well, I like Torchic too. I like most of the fire types. It's just I like another starter more than them. What Eevee should you run? I don't know. Look it up on Smogon. I don't use I don't care enough about Pelipper to know. I know that came off as kind of mean, but I don't care enough about Pelipper to make a competitive set for it, so I wouldn't know. But yeah. But Minccino's an S tier Pokemon for me. The stream hit 3 hours. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just wrapping up this battle with John real quick and then I'm ending it. I should do 9 videos, all ranking each region so it's easier to get through if I ever do that. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but I like to make things a little more complicated. I like to put things in different categories. I like to rank them as categories. But yeah, that's another possible thing I could do. Oh, there go Gordo. There go Gordo. I'm actually surprised that you tanked those poison jabs. Most fairy types don't survive my poison jabs, so I'm impressed. I am just yapping. There's been many times where fairy types survived my poison jabs. every game you've ever played, you've always picked the fire starter, and then you reset and got the other ones later, or traded them, so you had all the starters. I should do that website saying your favorite Pokemon of each type. I've done it before. I've done it multiple times. I do it like, but I usually do a favorite Pokemon of every type, every generation, because my opinions change like wildfire. Like the more modern one I did at the start of Gen 9, dude, like none of those, dude, only like a couple of those Pokemon are still my favorites of that type. Like, I think I said my favorite fairy type in that video was Florges, but I don't even care about Florges like that anymore. But my favorite fairy type, if you guys have to know, is Togekiss now. Because I always liked Togetic as a kid, but it sucked in battle. So I was so happy to learn about Togekiss's existence. We are on par so far. Yeah. Wait, how many Pokemon have I taken out on your side? You took out half of my team. Yeah, this cannot be happening. Yeah, I need to take out this Talonflame so we're even again. Oh, come on, that could have killed. Okay. Acrobatics. I'm not going to Terrasilize Stardust. At least not yet. Ooh. Kind of have an idea now. But yeah, I'm currently working on ranking, or not really ranking, because I don't really like to rank Pokemon. It's just more of like a... For me, I'm more of like a just talk about what... I'm just going to do it in National Dex order and just talk about them. I'm not really going to rank them, because I'm not really a ranking guy. We don't do that over here. Okay, never mind. I don't have to worry about Pikachu anymore. I would have definitely made that a Raichu. Just saying. I'm not trying to, like, nitpick or anything. I'm just saying, if you wanted that to, like, have a chance at surviving, I would have evolved into a Raichu. Huh? I saw the message and then it got deleted immediately, so I was like, what? Wait, who's your last Pokemon? Oh yeah, Skeledirge is your last Mon. Yeah, Pikachu is not the best when it comes to surviving hits. Something I learned the hard way when I caught a Pikachu for myself. You can't evolve it, it's a special Pikachu. It knows Fly? You can't evolve the Pikachu if it knows Fly? That's dumb. That's dumb. That's so stupid. You know, one thing I like about Skeledirge is, from what I've seen in its animations, its tongue doesn't move, which is actually realistic, since crocodiles in real life can't move their tongues. That's actually wild. I forgot there was the special Pikachus that could learn Fly and Surf and stuff like that. It won't let you? That's crazy. That's actually insane. You hate those thumbnails where it shows popular moments in F, good Pokemon in C, and hated Pokemon in S, but in the video it shows the opposite. That's how clickbaiting works, sadly. Me, I try to at least be genuine in my thumbnails. Like, even if I know I'm not gonna get views, I just kind of relegate the video to where I just, like, if I say, like, let's say if I make a thumbnail and I put Cyndaquil in S tier for me, then you genuinely know, you guys know Cyndaquil is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Of course what I say in the thumbnail is what's going to be in the video. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But you did pretty well, John. Pretty well, honestly. Oh, there's Zoe. I haven't seen her in a minute. Mountain Dew Kitten. I think she changed her name, actually, on here. Alright, chat. You guys already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is up in here. Wait, are you still live, sir? You are still live. Yeah, it's been a minute. I shall raid this man. Because that's exactly what he is. He is a man. I guess we're wrong. I guess we're not doing Skeledirge versus Typhlosion. I don't do that. I'm just going by my strategy. You're gonna leave. Goodbye and GG, y'all. Man's not even gonna stick around for the raid. He's not a real subscriber, chat. I'm joking. Alright, see you later, X-Boy. Alright, we're gonna be raiding my good friend, Poke Guitarist Jake. I haven't spoke to him in a minute. Oh yeah, let me also go ahead and... Yeah, GG, John. Appreciate everyone who stuck around. I better get a lot of watch time for this. I'm just gonna go out and say it. I better get a lot of watch time for this stream because my watch time has been going down for some reason and I have no idea why. Girl, shame him. But yeah, you guys can go do an early raid or something like that. It's also gonna redirect y'all. I'm just gonna sit here and do my little outro real quick before I join y'all in the raid. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. Leave a like if you guys haven't already. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. Trying to reach my goal. You've been here the whole time. Yes, sir, Mr. Muir. You already know. But I will be... I lost my train of thought. I need to lock in, y'all. I am trying to reach 1,800 by the end of the month. So please help me. Where is Finn? Finn and Jake, bruh. But yeah. If you guys want to stay connected with me, links are in the description down below. You know, with my Twitter, Instagram. There's also my Discord server that you guys can join. There's also my Patreon that y'all can join for free, but payment is optional. And lastly, the Chill Army podcast that I host with my best friend George. But until then, I love you all, and I will see you guys on the next stream, which I'm either going to do Emerald Sea Glass or I'm going to do Mario Kart Reviewers if I do stream tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Stay chill, Army.